Tanasakai, every organization reaches a moment where it must choose, renew itself or protect itself. This is where the ANC stumbled. Shalapanze, Otumukjed. After years in power, ANC was no longer a movement. It was a governing machine. Cabinet, municipalities, state-owned enterprises. Power was everywhere, but accountability was nowhere. Cadet deployment was meant to ensure transformation, to place people who understood the pain of the past inside state. In principle, it made sense. In practice, it was abused. Positions stopped being about competency. They became about loyalty. Who you supported at conference mattered more than what you could deliver. Municipal managers, board members, executives, many were appointed without skills, but with protection. This is where corruption hardens, because once incompetence is protected, failure becomes permanent. Projects collapse, budget disappears, services fall, and instead of consequences, there are reshuffles. Those who raised concerns were labeled enemies, counter-revolutionary, agents dividing the movement. The language of liberation was weaponized to silence accountability. Internal processes existed, commissions, integrity committees, resolutions, but they were selectively enforced. Friends were protected, rivals were punished, discipline became political. This is how corruption survives. Not because everyone is corrupt, but because enough people stay quiet, because speaking costs more than stealing. Local government became ground zero. Councils controlled housing lists, tenders, jobs, and with weak oversight. Violence entered politics. Councillors assassinated. Whistleblowers threatened. Not ideology, competition, money. The movement that once protected communities now struggled to protect its own members from internal violence. This is a dangerous sign. Meanwhile, ordinary members felt disconnected. Branches weakened, conferences captured, grassroots voices drowned out by slaves and factions. The people who built the ANC no longer recognize it. And yet, the organization still leaned on its history, on its struggle songs, on memory, as if liberation credentials can substitute performance forever. But history has an expiry date when it's not renewed by action. That is why this episode is not about individuals, it's about systems. When loyalty replaces integrity, collapse becomes inevitable. That's why in episode 4, we confront state capture, elite deals, and the moment the trust finally broke. Because this is when the giant began to fall, and in full view of the people. Follow for more History Decoded.